ingenious supplies.
What's up, Spikes? So, I know you guys love Alex's intros, but I stole it from him today, but I've been practicing. Okay, ready? Okay. What's up, Spikes? My name's Phil, and today we're playing spooky, scary Duskmourn Brews. They'll send a shiver down your spine.
That was really good.
Wow. I haven't heard myself like that in a minute.
Is that you?
That's great.
How'd I do? Let me know in the comments.
For weeks.
Yeah. You know, that's behind the scenes stuff. Okay, super quickly, we have a few things that we have to thank people for. First, Wizards. We couldn't have made these deck videos without your support, right? Sending us these decks early. The brewing process takes a really long time, so we really appreciate it. If you guys want to see these kinds of videos, just let us know and let Wizards know that we want to do this kind of stuff. So, second thing that we have to shout out is Bill. What's scarier than our Duskmourn brews?
A phone book?
No, it's not protecting your card collection, right? Look, these cards get really expensive. You guys know that we love Gamegenic on the channel. We've been using it. We actually, I just sleeved the Wingspan board game with some of their products. They have a ton of stuff. I don't want to get into it for too long. Gamegenic, spooky-proof supplies. Bill, even spookier than not protecting your collection. An empty stomach. Okay, now imagine this. All right, so you're in Winnipeg, Manitoba. You're here to watch the best team in the NHL play, right? And you feel a little tinkle in your tummy. So you start to autopilot your way to the Golden Arches, but in the corner of your eye, you see a burrito splendido. Give him a try, just one time. Do it for Bill. Right? You're not going to do it for me, but do it for Bill.
Don't get a tinkle in your tummy.
Burrito splendido. We love them. They fed the Spikes today. Give them a try.
Fresh pressed and well dressed.
Bill, tell us about the decks that we're playing today.
Hello. I was not expecting you to throw it over to me so many times, so that's my bad. But hello, I am Bill, and today we are reprising. This is going to be game 2 of kind of trying to figure out who's going to get to the ultimate prize of getting to play in the grand tournament of Duskmourn Brews. So this is round 2 of just the Duskmourn Brews. If you didn't see last week's video, first of all, you should go look at it and watch it throughout the whole thing. Don't just like look at it briefly; that'd be weird. But yeah. So last week we played a few decks, and the winner of that game has been semi-retired, put into the winner's bracket, we'll say. And so we'll be seeing them again later on. And they have been replaced with the deck that I'm going to be playing today, that I'm extremely excited for. This deck is weird. This is the Mindskinner. The Mindskinner is a 3-mana, 3-blue pip, 10-1 that cannot be blocked. And it just says, if a source I control would deal damage to an opponent, that damage gets prevented and each opponent mills that many cards. So this is a 10-1 that if I hit somebody, each opponent mills 10. So I'm exceedingly excited to Voltron this stupid 10-1 and make everybody forget all of their spells. I think that's the flavor behind milling. But yeah, it's a little bit of a Voltron build. It runs some big, spicy blue creatures that I'm really excited to see. And yeah.
So I won the die roll. As I talked about before, I didn't talk about before. I'm talking about it right now.
Talking about it right now.
Okay, so I had a lot of knock-knock jokes ready for this deck, for the Marina Vandrell. But we're going to skip those. I'm going to save them for the game. So this is a new 5-color commander. Rooms are a new type. You've probably been watching the spoilers for Duskmourn that have been coming out. The power of this deck is that these rooms, there's usually a cheap side and then an expensive side. So you can play the cheap side. If you have Marina in play, then she can just unlock the expensive side, and that's like, it's usually pretty good, right? Some of these cards are like a little bit overcosted, but when you're getting to activate the expensive part of the card for free, it's great. There's also a room where you just get out of the game. So hopefully we'll see what happens. Maddie, what are you playing?
All right, hi everybody, I'm Madison. I am playing Kona, Rescue Beastie. This is a mono green deck that's going to do what green does best, which is play a lot of lands and make a lot of big green dudes. So that's where we're going today.
That's awesome. Hi, everybody. My name is Alex, and I'm actually over here, not over there. I understand how you got confused. But today, I'm playing the Jolly Balloon Man, and he's just a swell dude with haste and a little tap ability to make a copy of any creature you got as a 1/1 red balloon with flying. So it has all the other text in addition to 1/1 flying. And so, since I have to sacrifice it to the end step, I thought, wow, it's really disappointed all my balloons pop. But what if they were modular balloons? And we get all the counters off of them and onto our other modular creatures. So hopefully we can kill all our friends. But before we do that, we get a crack in to our Squire Pluses.
Do we add any pregame effects to these decks?
I don't believe so.
I'll take one on the house. I'm going to lead the game off with a Jetmir's Garden. Maddie, your turn.
Draw a card, play a forest, and play a spraying leaf drum. I almost said spling leaf. Well, go ahead.
Alrighty. We're going to draw a card for turn. Then we will play a Fury Calm Snarl. As it enters the battlefield, I will reveal this plains. You can't know the collector number. Aaron's not here. We'll then tap for Zabaz, the Glimmer Wasp. He's got modular 1, and if a modular triggered ability would put 1 or more 1/1 counters on a creature I control, that many +1 counters are put on it instead. However, the initial amount of counters is not triggered. It's when they die. Pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw. Whew, that's a big card. I'm just going to play this Fabled Passage and immediately crack it. I'm just going to find this island. It is tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Alrighty, so draw. I have an Exotic Orchard and nothing yet. Maddie, your turn.
Okay. Draw a card, play a forest, and I'm going to cast Nature's Lore. I will search for a forest and put it onto the battlefield.
We'll play a plains as land for turn. Tap 1, 2 for Arcbound Sylph. Slith? Whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it with modular 1.
Dangerous.
Bill, take one.
What?
You know what you did.
For a sec, I thought he was going to attack himself.
I was thinking about it.
Well, then you could block with the Slith. And then
But then you did such a good job being me, I didn't want to punish you for it.
All right. That's good.
All right. I will untap, draw. I'm just going to play an island and pass the turn.
Oh, counterspell mana, Bill.
Yeah.
Drew for the turn, and I'm just going to play this Citizen Champion. So one from Theros Beyond Death.
That's a good one.
Whenever an enchantment comes into play under my control, I get to draw a card and put a 1/1 counter on him. Pretty good, Madison.
So
Pass
good.
the turn to you.
So good, in fact, I'm just going to start my turn before you say you're done.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a Myriad Landscape tapped, and I'm going to cast Rampant Growth.
I feel like we dodged the bullet here.
Okay.
Well, I couldn't play my commander,
Yeah, without the untapped land, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, my Rampant Growth will grab this forest tapped, and I will pass the turn.
Sounds good. We're going to untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh, my favorite guy. Clifftop Retreat, not tapped because we're good at the game. Then we will move to combat, and we'll send Arcbound Slith at Madison and Zabaz at Bill.
Sure.
8.
I'm taking
1. I then have a trigger. Arcbound Slith will get an extra 1/1 counter, and we'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4. The Jolly Balloon Man, who has haste and I could have attacked with, but I'm bad at this game. Pass the turn.
Dang, you can't get that 21 turn commander damage victory.
I know, right? That's definitely what this guy's doing this whole game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to play this island, and with 3 blue mana, I'm going to cast the Mindskinner. So once again, this is a 10-1 that can't be blocked. I'll pass.
What else does he do, Bill?
Nothing? Not right now. He doesn't do anything right now.
Oh.
It's fine.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that later.
I'm going to untap for the turn. Oh, play a Sea of Clouds while I still have opponents. Bill. Okay, so I'm going to tap for 4 and just do a little setup turn here, okay? I'm going to play a Teleportation Circle.
Ooh.
Any effects to Teleportation Circle?
No.
This lets me, this is a Conjurer's Clause, it costs 1 less,
Yep.
which bounces my or flickers my creature at the end of turn. Kona.
Or artifact.
I'm gonna draw a card off my Citizen Champion and put a 1/1 counter on it. This is gonna seem a little bit weird, but I am gonna go to my end step. No, I am actually gonna flicker it. Pass the turn.
Alrighty, untap. Draw a card. Now,
Don't like that.
I know that you guys thought I was going to play my commander this turn, but in fact, I'm going to play Vorinclex.
Oh, jeez.
So when it enters the battlefield, I'm going to search for 2 forests, reveal them, put them in my hand, and then shuffle. Alright, so I'm going to get these 2 forests into my hand. I'm going to play a land for the turn. I'm going to tap this for a mana, and I'm going to play Cryptolith right. I'm playing loose, boys.
More like Cryptolith wrong.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Oh, I'm hilarious. Draw a card. I'm playing Mountain as land for turn. I'm going to pay 1, 2 for Arcbound Ravager. It says sacrifice an artifact, put a counter on him.
Oh, that's really good.
It's pretty okay. Speaking of pretty okay, we're going to tap 1 Plains and 1 Jolly Balloon Man to make 1 red balloon that's actually an Arcbound Sith. Hooray! Yay!
Yay.
Why is no one else cheering?
Danger ops.
I was trying to come up with a Sith joke.
Well, I only deal in absolutes. So we're going to swing a 2/2 flying Arcbound Slith at Bill. We're going to swing Zabaz and Arcbound Slith at Madison. So we got 3 at Madison and 2 at Bill.
2 at me. I cannot block.
2, 3.
36 for me. Siths, only Siths deal in red balloons or something.
And also good triggers or something.
Before the end of my turn. Oh, sorry, I did get triggers. We got a trigger here and a trigger here. Thanks for reminding me, Phil.
Pretty good.
So before the end of my turn, I'm going to sacrifice my artifact balloon to Arcbound Ravager, which is going to put a counter on it. Then, because this modular creature died with 2 counters on it, I'm going to put those on Zabaz, which gives me an extra 1. So instead of 2, I put on 3.
Wow.
Then I'm going to continue to my end step and pass the turn.
That's pretty powerful.
It's getting there.
I'm going to untap my 3 islands and draw. My land for turn is going to be this Urza's Saga. Chapter 1, it gains tap to add a colorless. I'm going to use that to play this Soul Ring. Then I'm going to tap 5, including the Soul Ring, to play Throne of Eldraine. So when this enters, choose a color. I will choose blue.
Really? Are you sure?
Yes. And then I can tap it to add 4 mana of the chosen color. Spend this mana only to cast monocolored spells of that color. I will be doing that. I'll have 1 floating after that though, because I'm going to play the secret commander of this deck, Bruvak the Grandiloquent.
Oh no!
If an opponent would mill 1 or more cards, they mill twice that many instead.
Oh yeah.
Bill, you're a liar. This does do something.
I'm going to be letting the remaining blue drain, and I'm going to move to combat. Alex, I would like to attack you for 10 unblockable.
So I should block it.
If you can.
Cool.
Which you cannot.
Thank you.
So you do not take damage.
Aww.
The damage gets prevented, and each opponent mills 10 times 2 cards. Everybody mill 20, please.
And we're all milling 20, Bill.
Cool.
Villain.
Oh my good creature.
Bruvak the Grandiloquent. That's going to be it for me, though, so I'm just going to pass.
All right, Bill. You know, I liked you. I'm going to draw a card. All right, so this is going to make a little bit more sense with why I did things the way that I did. So I'm going to tap 4 here. I'm going to play Restricted Office. So on the side that I'm playing it, when you unlock this door, which I am, destroy all creatures with power 3 or greater. So this is important because this would have been a 3 power. That's, your creature is unfathomably large.
So I've got a couple of modular triggers here.
Yep.
So 4 and 3 become 5 and 4 respectively for a total of 9. So this will go to 11.
Danger. So I'm going to resolve my set.
Does this... Or it was not.
It was a 2/2.
Yeah, very good, very good.
And I was really hoping Alex was going to get some sort of greedy, but what can you do? So I'm going to draw off my Setessan Champion. It gets a 1/1 counter there. Still have a land drop for the turn, which I'll do now. Maddie, take 2.
34.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw a card. Play a forest. And now it's time for Kona. Boop. I'm going to, still in my first main phase, tap Kona to add a mana. And then I will go to my second main phase. And so now at the beginning of my second main phase, if it's tapped, I can put a permanent from my hand onto the battlefield. That permanent will be Ghalta. And when Ghalta enters, I only had 1 more, so it's an ancient bronze dragon.
Only one.
Let me just weep for you on that one.
I mean,
So
my tears.
how do these rooms lock? Can I just lock the door and then open it again?
Actually, Marina can do it.
Marina can do
Undo. All right, I'll pass the turn.
Jeez.
Good Lord. I'm going to untap, cry, untap again, upkeep, cry, draw a card. We're going to play a Plains. We're going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Echoing Assault.
Where's the hand?
Oh, that's a good card.
Creature tokens I control have menace. Whenever I attack a player, choose target non-token creature that's attacking that player. Create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's 1/1.
Cool.
The creature enters tapped and attacking that player, sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Card's really good. Yeah, it's pretty okay. And so we'll move to combat, and Galta's a what?
12/12.
12/12.
And I have a 7/7 with flying.
Okay, I'll attack Bill.
Just attack. Yeah.
What?
Thank you.
So that'll make me an Arcbound Ravager.
How much?
12.
Plus another 1, I suppose, from the...
No, it's 12.
12 total. Okay.
12 total.
Yep.
12 total. So then, oh, sorry, it'd be 13 because it's a 1/1.
It's 1/1.
Not a 0/0. Sorry, all my fans out there, all one of you. And then what we'll do is I'll sacrifice it, which puts a counter on, and then modular over.
Yep.
And then we'll pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, nothing. Draw. Beginning of main phase, Urza's Saga trigger. It gains an additional ability that I don't think I'm activating, at least not this turn. Play an island. Tap Throne of Eldraine for 4. And then Soul Ring for 2 with 1 floating. Recast the Mindskinner. So I have 1 colorless floating. Math is beautiful. I have 12 mana worth of, or I have 12 total mana value of historic permanence. I would like to cast this Excalibur for 0. 3, 6, plus 5 is 11, plus 1 is 12. Equipped creature gets plus 10/+0 and has vigilance, and equipped legendary creature 2. I'm going to pay 2 to equip Brewvac, a legendary creature, with Excalibur, Sword of Eden. I just want to double check. Phil does not have any blockers.
I got a swamp.
You got a swamp. Okay. Phil, I'm going to attack you for 11 with Brewvac with Vigilance.
This is political oppression.
You are not taking damage, my friend, if a source you control.
Right.
So each opponent will mill 22 cards.
Okay, we're gonna mill all these cards.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. If it comes up, I'll bring it up.
I think then I'm just going to activate Urza's Saga. I lied. I thought that Eden was, or that Excalibur was going to cost me something. So I'm going to make a construct that's power and toughness is equal to the number of artifacts I control, which is currently 4. So he's a 4/4.
Cool.
Then I'll just be passing the turn.
I took a liking to you, Bill. You know. Okay,
See, that was your first.
Yeah, it was. I'm seeing that. All right, I'm seeing that. So, okay. So draw for my turn. I'm going to cast. I'm going to play this Timely Hall of Heliod's Generosity.
There you go.
Okay, well, Bill is just, really stacking my deck here for me, essentially. But I'm actually going to tap it this turn. So someone can make it. Yes, you make mono green. I'm going to play another Gothian Enchantress. You know this one. She's great. Actually, one of my favorite cards. Then I'm going to tap for 3. I'll clean up my mana base in just a second. Second spell I'm going to play is this Enchantress's Presence. I got a Argothian Enchantress trigger to draw a card. And then, so this comes into play. So now I have a Citizen Champion trigger. So I'm just going to draw this card. Then, danger everywhere the eye sees. I'm just going to pass. I have 6 cards, so I'm not going to blankety blank anything here.
Okay.
So.
Untap, draw a card.
Okay, punch him in the mouth.
No.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to cast Eldrazi Conscription on my Galta. So now it has double trample and Annihilator 2. And I'm on the Kill Bill strategy. I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
That's the name of the movie.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah.
Attack. Annihilator 2 trigger.
Bill, what you're doing is a Phil Roman special. I like to be a threat.
You're too much of a threat. I'm going to
all
deck
I'm doing
myself
is
next
milling
turn.
cards.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
it.
Please go to dead step.
Well, I'm going to sacrifice 2 islands and then triple block Galta. So I am taking 7 in the air for sure, and then 22 minus 9. I have 9 toughness currently. So I'm taking 13. I'm taking 20, going to 20, or going to 3.
Okay.
You can leave your Mindskinner back. It's only 1 damage.
I guess, yeah, it's only 1 block.
But then Galta doesn't die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's up to you.
Let's kill the Galta.
Okay, Galta down.
brew back down.
And then I have a trigger. When this does combat damage, I get to roll a d20, and when I do, put X 1/1 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures where X is the result. That's a 14.
So I've been editing a long time for these guys at this point. Today is the first time I've seen these dragons connect, and they reanimate them a lot.
So I guess I have to split them, right?
Nope, it's each.
Oh, it's each?
It is each. They both
Well,
get 14
boys,
counters.
look what we're doing today. We're playing Magic the Gathering.
You unlock this door, not when it enters.
I know.
Okay. In my second main phase, my Kona is tapped. I will put this permanent into play. It's a Sandworm Convergence. Creatures with flying can't attack me or planeswalkers I control. And at the beginning of my end step, I will make a 5/5 worm. I would like to go to my end step.
Would you like to make a 5/5 worm?
I would.
Crazy.
We did it.
Anything else?
Nope.
Okie dokie. We're going to untap, upkeep, and draw.
This is playing very differently than when Jerry had this deck last
Yeah,
week.
no kidding, eh?
Yeah.
We're going to pay 1 and tap the Jolly Balloon Man to make a Jolly Arcbound Ravager that's jolly up in the air.
Look
Look at how happy Alex is with what's happening. It's
right. Everybody's having
He's
a
living in
great
his own
time.
I know, right?
Oh, you know what? Sometimes you just wake up and you got to have a good day. And other days, you watch Galta destroy a man and his dreams. Speaking of a man and his dreams, we're going to send the balloon at Phil with no
got it.
reach and the Ravager at Madison.
Really?
You could just, it's a 13/13.
What am I doing?
Yeah, I can kill him next
Dying,
turn.
hopefully.
I'm going to kill him next turn.
Yeah.
I'm also going to make
Alright.
a copy of the Arcbound Ravager, which is also attacking Madison, but has Menace.
Yes.
Okay. The one that you have that I can block doesn't have trample or anything.
Correct. It's just a
I will
big
block
guy.
it.
Yeah. So big guy, and then
Taking 2, I believe. Right?
2 in the air.
Yeah.
And I am taking
2, I think.
2 off the copy.
2 off the copy, yeah.
Okay. So I'm at 32.
So I think what I'm going to do, and it's just for style points, Bill. So please understand that this isn't personal. It's just it's very funny.
This is personal. It's personal.
It's just very funny.
It's personal. It's fine.
I'm going to activate the sacrifice an artifact ability of the copy of Arcbound Ravager to sacrifice the balloon. So that'll put a 1/1. Or sorry, I'll do that the other way. I'll activate the ability of the balloon. Well, wait, they're both 1/1s.
Yeah,
Never mind.
it's the same
thing. We're going to do it that way. So we're going to pop the balloon, put the modular on our Arcbound Ravager that's for real.
Yep.
And then, you know, just for kicks, we're going to cast Fling, targeting Bill, throwing this copy at you for 3 damage. I said I wouldn't attack you,
So mean.
and I didn't attack you.
Threw the ice balloon at you.
Okay, before I sit back and watch the rest of this game play out, next turn, have any of you heard of Another Crab's Treasure?
Yes.
The game?
Yeah.
I was going to do that on my turn. I was going to equip Cherix with Excalibur.
That's great.
Yeah, I am dead.
All right, so then the 2 counters head on to Arcbound Ravager at the end of my turn, and we pass.
Okay, well, we're like in a little bit of a predicament here. I think the enchantment deck needs a little more setup time. So I'm going to Path to Exile my own guy.
You
Yeah,
got it.
Approved.
All right.
Is there a problem, Bill?
I'm dead. I can't make any comments here.
All right, so by pathing myself, I'm getting this island. So I'm going to clear this off. And then I'm going to go to my upkeep. I do have an effect in my upkeep. As I mentioned earlier, I have this Hall of Heliod's Generosity. And one of the cards that I didn't, we didn't actually even look at until just now. But it's a Collective Restraint. So that's going to go on top. I don't actually know if this saves me, to be honest, but I'm hoping it fumbles them a little bit. So I'm going to go to my draw step.
Mm-hmm.
I would like draw and cast this Collective Restraint. I do have Domain.
Mm-hmm.
Draw card. Draw card.
That's okay, I'll kill
You can
Alex.
just kill Alex.
Because I'm probably going to attack into him like last time, and he's going to have something.
Yeah.
I definitely don't keep 2 white mana open
I'm
for
still-
For
nothing.
many reasons.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
I
gonna-
path myself.
I do it anyways. I live dangerously.
Madison, your turn. I am not activating my teleportation circle.
I know you're showing cards, but you could be bluffing.
Me? do some sort of social
Draw a card.
talky trickery? Never.
Card.
Don't you remember what happened last time? Ink Shield.
Yes. It could happen. All right. The first thing I would like to do is cast a Garrick.
Okay.
Garrick will reveal the top 5 cards of my library. I will use this. It is now at 5. And hopefully I'm going to get some creatures for my hand.
Bill, she tapped her mana.
I know.
Is that bad? Well, I'm not attacking.
Not for me.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Ah, no creatures. Wow.
Whiff.
Shocking. Shocking.
You're left.
I know you're
turn,
excited.
Roman.
I live dangerously. Alex, attack.
You're attacking me?
Yeah, what do you got?
You're approaching me?
Do you have anything?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
She didn't think she was going to get this far.
How much damage?
18 and is that right? Yeah, 18 and then 17, 21.
39.
Oh my god.
Go to
You
1.
want a what? Wow. Come on.
This is the best part of
Oh
the game.
no.
14 or higher. Huh.
2.
All right.
The Dice Lords
that's it.
giveth, the Dice Lords taketh.
Yes, they do. I will go to my end step and make a worm.
I'm sure Maddie's real broken up about it.
I'm just having fun. Go ahead.
Okie dokie. I have literally no idea
Have
what
the
I can
biggest target.
do in any way here. Draw a card. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Arcbound Shikari. First strike, when it enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each other artifact creature I control. Beep-doop. And it's got modular too. It's a 2/2 first strike. Be careful, everybody.
I'm scared.
That's
I am.
Yeah, watch out, Kona.
We're gonna go ahead and pay 1 and tap our Jolly Balloon Man to make a Jolly Balloon. That Jolly Balloon's gonna be an Arcbound Shikari. We're gonna put a 1/1 counter on all the other creatures. Did y'all see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
Do you see the beauty of this machine?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Jesus. Then I will. I can't even do that, can I? Because I can't attack Madison with a flying creature.
Sandworm convergence.
It sure is. It sure is.
Oppressive. This is real oppression here. I'm feeling real restraint.
Okay, we're gonna move to combat. Arcbound Ravager is going to attack Madison. That's going to trigger creating a copy of Arcbound Ravager, which enters with a 1/1 counter.
Are you attacking me or Garrick?
You specifically,
Oh, okay.
because I don't get my extra guy if I attack Garrick.
All right.
It's a real question, actually. Does that get around you making a copy of an attacking creature? Does that get around collective restraint?
It would, but I have to attack
Yeah,
the player
that's
that
how you
it
create a
creates.
defending player. Yep.
No, don't get me wrong.
That would have been sick.
That would have been sick.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry,
Okay,
go ahead.
I will throw this in front of the big dude.
In front of the big dude. Okay.
Yeah, that will take.
So you'll take a little more because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sacrificing the balloon to Arcbound Ravager's ability.
Okay.
So that'll put a 1/1 counter on it. Then I'll put the 2 modular counters on it. So you'll take 5.
Okay.
27. I'm trying here for you, Phil.
I just want to cast my commander without feeling like I'm going to immediately die.
I've got some bad news.
yeah.
I am going to use Arcbound Ravager's sacrifice and artifact ability to sacrifice the other Arcbound Ravager, putting these 4 counters on Arcbound Shikari, which is now a 7/7. Woo! Pass the turn.
Right, Marina. We live another day in this terror basement. Right,
In this terror basement.
Not gonna activate Heliod's in my upkeep. I'm just gonna draw. Oh, phew! I do have 2 or more opponents.
Actually, Phil, for once, just this once, I'm going to get it. I'm kidding. Let's go.
I think, Bill. I think we're gonna cast Marina. Okay. I just have to check 1 card in my hand. Okay. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so we need blue, black, white. We got red, and we got a green.
Yeah.
Might not have that one suited. I'm going to cast Marina Vandrell. So when she comes into play, I get to reveal the top 7 cards of my library. Any enchantments I get to draw. And then we have some lucky, unlucky stuff. So we'll do this together super quick. We got propaganda. We got something that I don't know what it does. I'll put it up on screen. 6.
That's a lot of enchantments.
Okay, so
Oh,
we
wow.
found
Yeah.
4. We found 4. So these ones go to the bottom of my deck.
Marina Vandrell with teleportation circle is value.
I am going to go to my end step.
Okay.
I have a teleportation circle. I'm not going to activate it because I have too many cards that all actually do stuff with Marina. So I'd like to go to my end step if no one has any effects here. So I'm going to discard my Meat Locker. Don't need it. It's a good name. Plea for Guidance, Satyr Enchanter, and the Smoky Lounge. So it's your turn,
All
Madison.
right, untap.
You know, I could see you in a smoky room.
All right, the first thing I will do is tick up Garrick. Reveal the top 5 cards.
Yep.
Very nice.
And put the creatures in my hand. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe there's nothing left. Nothing left. That's okay. We didn't want to draw these cards anyways, so. I will now go to combat. Alex, the dragon's coming at you, and this will be coming at Phil. I will be paying 5.
Which one's coming at me?
This one.
Oh, that's a big one.
Kona.
Yeah.
I got a few life points to give away here.
It is 20 commander damage.
Bill, are you a coward?
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying it's only 20.
I'm safe at 1, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sacrifice Arcbound Shikari to my Arcbound Ravager,
Okay.
which will then put these other 7 counters on it.
Yep.
On whatever this card is
On
now.
whatever this card is now.
Yeah.
So it's a 27.
Yep.
And then I will pretend that I can cast Fling again
All right.
and lose the game. Because that would have been exactly enough.
All right.
So
So
that's
I'm
your
taking
guy.
20?
I am currently taking 20 commander damage unless you have any sneakery.
No, I just have this after.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
take
yeah,
20.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Phil takes 20, goes to 18 with 20 commander damage.
All right, let's roll some dice. That's a 15. I'm running out of big dice.
I think you could probably go for like 1 color 10s and 1 color 1s.
No.
No, she wants the tokens.
I don't want to be able to read my
Wants to count.
cards.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know this isn't the optimal color, but
It's
that's
fine.
okay.
I'll clean those up for you after.
Thanks. Appreciate it. On my end step, I'll make a worm.
Second main phase, Kona trigger.
You know what? Sure, I'll play this thing. All right, so we're gonna get the 2 cats off the Asika's chariot, and then on my end step, I will get my worm. This is
Neat.
not in play.
All right. Over to you, Phil.
All right, heart of the cards or whatever those
I just have to
Yu-Gi-Oh
check
kids
what's
say.
in my graveyard. I have the win in like 3 turns, so just give me a minute, okay? So I'm gonna draw.
Give him
for
a
the
sec- give him a
turn.
second.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna play this Prismatic Vista. I'll take 1. I'm gonna get the forest off of my Prismatic Vista. Marina's gonna. You know what? Maybe the office is closed, Maddie.
What happens when the office closes?
Nothing. Literally
nothing.
nothing.
When the office
Oh.
When the
opens.
office
Yeah, it's-
opens, everything with power 3 or greater gets destroyed.
Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You don't know what's behind that door, Bill.
That's, you know what? True.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
This party's
no.
over.
Office hours.
Yeah.
Office hours.
All right, so destroy anything with 3 or greater power. I got 1.
Well,
My
I have this. I can't see what this is anymore because it's buried under all the dice.
Oh, it's dead.
I worked really hard for this.
That sucks.
And I get to keep the rest.
Bastard.
Wow, all right.
Maddie and I are going to do a little draw go action here.
We are going to do something. I would like to plus Garrick. Reveal the top 5 cards. Hopefully for some creatures. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow.
Okay.
All right. And the other ones go on the bottom of my lap. Oh, I've been putting those in the bin. Whoops. The comments are going to get mad, but that's okay. I will just tap this for mana.
Yep.
I'm going to do nothing with that mana. Attack you for 4.
Would you like to pay 10 to do that?
Oh. Nope, I sure don't. I sure don't.
That sucks.
I sure don't. I'm going to read this for 1 second. No, because it's just playing. It's not casting.
Yep.
Which is what I wanted to look at. So I'm just going to put this into play.
So now, Bill, it's going to get a little awkward if I can't deal with this next blue mages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of getting unlocked, your face is getting
Alright, Go to
unlocked.
my end stat, make a worm.
Yeah. I'm going to activate Hall of Helios.
I can't believe you got rid of my creatures. You should have just let me kill you.
No. Activate Hall of Helios Generosity. The room that we're going to be going to, Madison, is the Roaring Furnace. Yoink. So I draw that for the turn. All right, Roaring Furnace. Let's put that one up on the camera. So this card deals damage to target creature equal to the number of cards in my hand. Now, I still have a couple things here. So I'm going to draw 2 cards.
Yep.
Just in case it was big enough. And then this guy's going to take 9.
Okay. Response. I'm going to crew my chariot.
Okay, sorry. I'm actually trying to go fast. It's just like I'm trying to actually win. I'm going to go to my discard phase. I'm going to discard this Dryad of the Elysian Grove and these Ghostly Dancers. Pass.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to Ultimate Garrick.
What does that do?
So I get an emblem with whenever I cast a creature spell, I can search my library for a creature card, put it on the battlefield, and then shuffle my library.
I might die to this.
Maybe.
I guess
Come on, no disenchants.
Okay.
I'm really
Cast Ulamog.
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'll have a Garrick trigger, I guess, first.
And you cast Ulamog,
I
right?
cast it.
Okay. I'm going to cast Fairy's Protection.
In response to this?
With the trigger on the stack,
Okay.
it gives all my permanents hexproof and I phase out.
That sucks. That sucks. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, go search your creature. Okay. So off of my emblem, I'm going to get Triplicate Titan into play. Okay, I'm just going to get this Cerulli Caretaker instead.
Sure.
On my end step, make a worm.
You got it.
Okay, go ahead.
Phase in.
Just quick, 1 second. Oh, I can't because all my stuff's phased out. I'm back in. This Teferi's Protection is exiled. Okay, I get to draw for the turn. Play this forest that I just drew. Okay, Madison. So I'm going to cast Underwater Tunnel. So this is another room, just 1 blue. But what's important about it is I get to draw 2, and then when it comes into play, I'm going to surveil. So I'm going to draw 2. Surveil 2. 1. I'm going to cast a Propaganda, so you're going to need 7 mana to do all your fancy schmancy stuff. Cast a Sterling Grove. Draw 1. Draw 2. Okay, so I just drew 2 off the Sterling Grove. If you notice, I actually only have 1 black, which is a beating, because I was going to play this Awakening Hall, which would have reanimated every creature in my graveyard to wipe out Madison's bin, but I only had the 1 black.
Yep.
There is a Plow in this deck. It's still in here. And yeah, I think that's all I can do for now. I'm going to go to my end step. Yeah, I feel like I did a lot of arm waving to kind of get stifled by my 5-color mana base. Yeah.
And I think now I have enough mana to attack
You need 7.
both of these.
Yeah.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is for 1.
Yeah.
And then 1, and I can tap my things for mana. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. So yeah, mill 20.
So mill 20.
Teferi's Protection. Teferi's Protection. Greenhouse. The Mirror Room. The Walk-in Closet. I'm going to do it. So close.
Yep.
You did this, Bill.
I did it.
You did this.
I win.
So,
Good stuff, Maddie.
That was a long and drawn out end to the game.
yeah.
But we got there.
Welcome to the post-game wrap-up, sponsored by Burrito Splendido. Madison,
Hello,
what
Alex.
a game.
That was, it was a pretty crazy game. This played out a lot differently than when Jerry had it last game.
Yeah.
I was expecting to do more mana shenanigans. But instead we just played Galta and played big dudes and
I'd say that
ran away with the game.
big dragon just making your guys insanely gigantic
Yeah, that
was
card
wild.
was great.
Yeah.
Just absolutely wild. Phil, how did you feel about opening the mansion?
It was a little bit of a decision paralysis towards the end there, but you can see how the deck kind of gets pretty powerful, right? Like Marina's really strong. It's unfortunate that she also goes to the principal's office for timeout, like a restricted office. So this is a cute little synergy, right? We lock the door. Hey, shut up. But it's powerful, right? Like it drew me 4 cards. I could have blinked it, but I had too many cards at that point, right?
I say you lost by milling, so you shouldn't have blinked
exactly,
it.
right? So it's cool though. It I didn't feel like I felt in danger at at all points in the game, right? The only reason I lived, I think either of you would have killed me earlier, is when I pathed myself to get an extra land to put the collective restraint, which you milled.
Yeah, I did.
on top of my deck, and then it bought me some time, and I did a little bit of arm waving and whatnot.
No,
so,
well, just from my own perspective, I actually had a line on potentially killing Madison the turn I died.
Sure.
Had I not used Fling to kill Bill.
but it was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. My Arcbound Ravager did get to 27, which was what you were at that point in the game. So that was a little unfortunate, but I had a fun time making these modular shenanigans. I mean, a 27-27 Arcbound Ravager is just sick.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Milling us?
So yes, I did. The one thing that I think would have been even more interesting, I had the Urza Saga on turn 1, but because Mindskinner costs 3 blue pips, I couldn't just run it out and tutor right away. The next turn, if you didn't kill me, the Urza Saga was going to pop, and I was going to be able to get Commander's Plate. Give him protection from everything. Then Vigilance with the Excalibur with the Brewvac still in play, potentially.
That would have been nuts.
love this deck. I think it's super funny. It's definitely very flashy. Like it does a lot of stuff, but like especially like removing the Mindskinner kind of removes the engine for the deck. Like I can recast him, sure, but then if it gets to a point where I can't recast him, I'm just kind of a blue deck that does like suboptimal things. But I actually kind of like styles of decks like that, where it's like this is the key part of my deck, and I'm trying to make it shine. So yeah, I think this is really cool, and it's also fun to say I play a 3-mana 10-1.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But if you want to make your hobby time shine, all you got to do is go down to your local game store and ask for Gamegenic products. That's right, they're the best in the business, and you can get them. And if they don't have them, you can probably ask for them, and they can probably get them. Just be nice about it, because if you're mean about it, that'd be mean.
Yeah, don't be mean.
Don't be mean. We also want to thank Marina Splendid for filling me up with guacamole so I have the energy to come and say to you, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you haven't commented, comment. If you haven't liked. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Just do it. Do it. Also, if you haven't joined our Patreon, which you can find down below at patreon.com/thespikefighters, for as little as $1 help keep the lights on around here, along with all those fine folks and all these fine folks and all those fine folks and some folks everywhere else. We really appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, we just want to say thank you so much. We got one more game of this and then the championship coming after that. So stay tuned and have a wonderful day.